Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land to a new session of Eldermage High. Before we jump in the action, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. All those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in joining our community, we have open slots available in the Tuesday early game. As soon as we get one more player, we'll return to streaming, but the game is still going right now. We have 2 to 3 open slots available in that game, as well as have an open slot available in the Friday evening game, which is currently streamed. So, if you're interested in any of these, be sure to reach out to me and let me know. So, go ahead, Barnabas. Tell us what happened last time in Spellington Heights.
We all start off with our first day of school, all leaving our respective homes, and with the exception of Dresley, who's actually been living at a hotel for the last period of time. And we all head to the school. Some of us barely making it in before they shut the door. Dresley tries to go find the office to drop off the money that was supposed to be his tuition to enter the school, only to find out that he's actually at the wrong school. He got rerouted, where he assume it's the captain of the basketball team, Brandon, who did that. There's some awkwardness with Bjorn staring at Sybil, so Sybil goes and introduces herself. He attempts to show off all of his skills at acrobatics, but kind of fails and drops a pastry on Brandon's head, who ends up picking him up and throwing him, though Dresley manages to catch him to keep him from getting hurt. Before a fight can break out, the principal steps up to the podium, and he's a bugbear with really likes using magical fireworks to show flair and some bad jokes. Welcomes all of us, tells us we have to perform a heroic deed in the first week to pass entrance, or we end up being just hirelings. While the speech is going on, Sybil notices that there's an actual halfling off to the side of the stage who's drinking from, I say a glass in there, but it was a flask. She figures out that's actually the real principal. Bugbear is just an illusion that he uses. And everybody's split into their adventuring parties by having to put their blood on a piece of paper. We all, oddly enough, get paired together. What a shocker. We look around and we see all the other groups are getting a senior assigned to them to help them, but for some reason we don't get one. So Sybil volunteers to show us around because Sybil has already been on campus before. As we go to head out, we're approached by the principal, who I find very weird. Though he does let slip that bunk checks are on Tuesdays and Saturdays only, so Durin knows when to avoid keeping stuff in his room. So Sybil takes us to the first house, the Elemental Phoenixes. She was looking for a friend of hers, but she did not find them. Sybil is known here, as they have already attended a few parties. This definitely seems like the popular house kids to me. After that one, we head to the Arcane Falcons, which is definitely the academic house. I solved the Rubik's Cube very well, letting us in. But do not like it, even though they do have their own nice arcade, because it requires you to have a very high 3.8 GPA just to even stay in the school or in the club. And that's way too much effort for me. Though they do have a big room with unseen servants if you manage to keep the highest GPA in the whole club. So we head then next to the Enchanted Unicorns. We see a unicorn out front and some sheet music. Bourne plays the song on the sheet music and lets us all in. This is certainly the theater kids. And it's the first time we actually run into hirelings, as they use them as their stage crew. And while we're there, we find out about something where they abduct every sophomore from the houses every year and truss them up in nothing but their underwear.
After the soft hop.
After the soft hop. Though the Jacked Rabbits, which is the athletics club, as we thought at the time, basically wins every year. Dresley also shows off some saxophone playing while we're there. And then we head on to the Mystical Griffins, where we see some people playing croquet, but they keep repeating what they're saying over and over again. As Bjorn goes to investigate it, he catches someone trying to reach into his pocket. And we are introduced to Harold Kumar, who Sybil knows his family owns the largest coffee company in town. These are basically the conspiracy theorists, or mystery lovers, as they say. We have some coffee with them. We find out that every house or club that you want to enter, you have to pass a test to get in. If you don't pass a test for at least one of the clubs, then you automatically are also put down as a hire or become a hireling. We also learn a little bit more about Bjorn's life and the fact that his family owns what is an oddly disturbing Lucky Rabbit foot factory and a lot of other weird things with the amount of kids and disappearing kids. So we head to the last club, which is the Jacked Rabbits, which is supposed to be the sport house, though it's pretty obvious pretty early that it's actually the party house, as there is a lot of drugs, there is a lot of drinking. On the way there, we actually catch a ride from Sybil's personal chauffeur, Jeeves. Once we hop in the car, what?
We love Jeeves.
We love Jeeves. We hop in the car, and Sybil's expression switches. She kind of loses control of her mask, the friendly mask that she keeps up at all time, and she is far, far colder and far more reptilian in looks. Confirming to all of us that she and her father, which was always a rumor, are Yuan Ti. We get to the Jackrabbits. We run into the captain of the football team named Chad, Brandon's half-brother. I make a few nasty comments, assuming him to be a jock jerk, like all typical 80s high school movies, only to be proven I am wrong, and he is not the jerk. And I end up having to apologize.
He is in his anger management and direction classes for being a barbarian.
Yes. And he is a much bigger man than his brother Brandon is. We find out that my sister Lucille is a member of the house, but she has been masquerading as a human the entire time she has been here. I go confront her while she's playing bear pong, and tell her that I'm now here because I actually failed out of the other school last year, so I had to repeat my freshman year. She demands that I pretend to not be her brother and that I have to claim that I don't know or that I'm not related to her so that she can keep up her facade. And she does it in a very disturbing way by making it sound like I had a crush on her, which bothers me to no end. I asked her about the fact that how to find a mission to complete our objective for the week, and she said we should already have one. And if we don't know what it is, we need to look because one of us has already been given one, even if we didn't know it. She wipes out Chad's mind so he doesn't know about who she is. And then we all go looking, and Sybil, sure enough, finds a note in her coat from what claims to be a secret admirer, her knight in shining armor, with a mission to go save some kidnapped garden gnomes.
So, we start with all of you standing on the streets. At this point, outside of the Jacked Rabbits Coliseum, the sun is beginning to settle down a little bit. You begin to tell that it's definitely nearing the end of the day. As soon as this begins happening, Bjorn will look at you all. Hey, guys. Question, how do we eat?
What?
Well, usually I just grab something off the table and it's made for me, or I, grab a couple of pastries from, some tree elves and stuff.
I'm starting to wonder if there was a freshman orientation that I didn't get invited to, that explained where our rooms are. Where do we sleep? Because I'm pretty sure I'm dorming here for the time.
Well, we get our dorm when we get accepted into one of the clubs. That's where we'll be staying.
So where do we sleep for the next week?
They look down. And how do we eat?
Is there a cafeteria? Sybil, you seem to know the most so far. Any ideas?
I pack snacks, but not enough snacks.
I have
Do I
snacks in
have
my
even
dorm
a slight
fridge.
idea, Joey?
Off the top of your head, no. You haven't. Every time you've hung out with groups of individuals, the few times that you have, it has always been for parties. Usually there's not much more than just chips at those types of things. And sometimes afterwards people go, into the humble hexes or someplace else in order to pick up some food.
Well, for the food, I do believe we can go to the humble hexes. As for a place to stay the night, I'm not sure, actually. Sorry.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see any other of the freshmen from orientation, or what I call orientation, roaming around anywhere?
Yes, you do see a few of them.
Are any of them heading anywhere in particular? Or are they all just kind of milling around, the ones I see?
Oh, yeah, you see a few of them that are heading, at this point, that would be southwards. Not directly towards the school, they're taking, an offshoot diagonal route.
I'm gonna go try and catch up to them.
Easy enough. You go jogging up to them.
Yeah. Do any of you have any idea where we're supposed to eat and sleep this first week when we don't have clubs?
Most of us just go back to our houses.
No.
I thought we were locked in here for the week.
No, I mean, you're allowed to go where you want. It's once you get locked in, you're locked in. But, I mean, if you're hard up to find a place, just complete your tasks for your school or whatever. Or your club.
Okay.
Thanks for the information.
Thank you so much. That was very helpful, actually.
Yeah, no problem. And they keep
Joe, how
walking.
much money is saved? How many days left in that hotel do I have left?
0, but you have something else. Money. Remember your superpower druids.
Yeah. Just wanted to know.
Well, if you guys all, suck for places to go, my parents probably won't notice right away.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's chances are that this note, this task that we will have to perform at night.
Yeah,
So
I got
maybe
the
we
same
shouldn't
impression.
hurry for a place to be just yet.
I'm mostly wondering what we're gonna eat. Do they have
Well-
a credit system here in town? Because I don't have any money.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did not pack a monies.
yeah. Let me look at Bjorn's character sheet. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any. He has no money. Yeah.
I have the
What-
starting gold for the
we-
class, but that's it.
If we find
You
a
do,
place
yeah.
to eat something, I can probably invite you all.
Because you had a summer job, Barnabas.
Oh, does anyone here know of a local restaurant?
I know one.
Okay. So there are a total of 10 restaurants here in town, the majority of which are fast food. A few of them are choice other things. There's Wands and Wings wing joint, the Enchanted Eatery Express, the Spellbinding Spud Shack, the Dragon's Breath Diner, there's the Mystic Mushroom Pizzeria, the Enchanted Egg Roll Emporium, the Cauldron Cafe, the Goblin Gourmet Grill, the Warlock's Wrap Wagon, which is a food truck that circles around town, and the Giggling Gnome Grill House.
I vote for wraps. We can grab wraps and eat them on our way to go to the AV club.
Rap sounds cool.
The Warlock's Wrap Wagon.
What is a wrap?
So it's like, so there's stuff and you wrap like a bread thing around it.
It's like meat and vegetables stuffed inside a really thin piece of bread wrap around it.
Yeah, I worked there last summer and they were like really impressed with my rapping skills.
Were they? You're good at wrapping things, are we, Durin?
Yeah.
So, who is going to pick up the lead in order to roll a perception check to try to find it? Keep in mind, if you are the person trying to move towards perception as your skill, you may want to take the initiative on random ability checks to justify you getting into it.
I'm down with that.
You plan on taking perception as your skill?
Yep.
Oh, I thought
Take
you
a
did
hit,
nature and
follow the
protection.
munchies.
Protection?
Why did I write? Oh, that's supposed to be
Protection.
spell check.
Yeah, protection's not a
Perception, I
skill.
assume.
I don't love spell check.
Oh boy.
I mean, if you let me be skilled at protection.
No whoopsies for you. Anyways. All right, 14. You start tracking around town and you start hollering out to random people and, trying to get a feel for what's going on. Where's the truck? Where was it last seen? And the closer you get over to Eldermage is when you start to see it. Now, this very large food truck seems to be driving, roaming, stopping, and it has these little benches that shoot out with these nice little canopies over top of them. And when you get closer to the truck, it looks like it is wrapped inside of a tortilla shell. Just all the way around it. It's still rectangular, but it's wrapped in a shell. You guys pull up there, and as you wait patiently, you see this little wisp of energy appear inside of the door, inside of the window, and you then see a tiefling leaning forward. Hi, what are you guys interested in?
I think Barnabas is the kind of guy that has a lot of substitutions.
Do they have the menu on the side of the truck so we don't
Oh, yes, they do.
save us some time there?
Do you have a handout for the menu, Joey?
Give me a second.
That means no, but he's making.
No, it means he's trying to find it. He does have it already.
There we go. So, order number 1, there's the Hexed Ham and Cheese Wrap, a tantalizing combination of smoked ham, aged cheddar cheese, and a hint of arcane spices, all wrapped up in a warm tortilla. Caution, may induce inexplicable cravings for more. That is a warning they have on most of the things here. The next one is the Bewitched Buffalo Chicken Wrap. Chicken tenders of buffalo chicken, tangy blue cheese dressing, and a crisp lettuce, iceberg style, all ensnared in a spellbinding tortilla. There's the Sorcerer's Surf and Turf Wrap. There's the Enchanted Eggplant Wrap. The Warlock's Whimsical Wrap, which is a mysterious concoction of whatever ingredients the chef fancies that day, wrapped in a tortilla of pure unpredictability. Witch's Wrapped Wrap is a fiery jalapeno spicy pepper jack cheese and sizzling chorizo on a wrap. There's the Goblin's Guacamole Wrap, and there's the Necromancer's Nacho Wrap.
Why is it a necromancer's nacho wrap?
We don't ask questions like that here, son.
I'll take the ham and cheese, but can I have the pepper jack instead of the cheddar?
Right?
Can I have some of the buffalo sauce in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's good.
That's good. Okay. Everyone else?
I'll have the buffalo chicken, thank you.
Buffalo chicken? Yep. Any substitutes?
There's 7 different kinds, right?
8.
8. Yeah, that's good. I'll have one of each.
How much is each wrap?
Each
That's
wrap.
a better question.
Each wrap is 5 silver pieces.
I will take one of 10 of 5 of everything for each of us. I give them a platinum.
1 of 5 and 10.
5 of every item on the table for each of us. So
And
each of us
one
get
of the hams and cheeses at the special order.
5. Yes.
Okay, no
Doesn't
problem.
that seem like a bit much, Drizzly?
I don't know when we're going to eat again.
Oh, I'm always roaming around town. Me and my sister, we take shifts.
Guess maybe we could bribe some new friends with wraps. Thanks for dinner.
It'll work
Chesley.
on me.
All right, so everyone add 5 rations to your inventory. 5.
Thank you so much for that, Drizzly.
Let's see here.
Wait, no, I said 5
5
of everything. So there's
rations.
18. So there's 8. So 8. So everyone get 30 wraps.
30 wraps. 29, because I'm eating one right now.
Yep, they just hand you over a box of all of these various wraps.
What was this place called? Warlock Wraps? was it called?
This place is the Warlock's Wrapped Wagon. Here, let me get a handout in game.
I'm not sure that I can carry all of these. I don't have anywhere to put them.
But we'll keep them in the box. The ones that can. You can eat I'm assuming that this is like normal food. You can just keep it unrefrigerated for a few days. Anything that doesn't have cheese in it.
So eat the cheese first. Got it.
You look
Hey,
over next to you, and
I'm
there's
not
this...
smart, but I know when I've eaten something, I should have thrown that out.
So walking up behind you
Yeah.
guys, there is a human man who has these big sunglasses over his eyes, a tie-dye t-shirt, and flip-flops as he wanders up towards you guys. Can I have one?
Yes,
Sure.
of course.
Hand him one out of the
yeah.
box.
He reaches in and he pulls out one of the Necromancer's nacho wraps, and he takes a bite, and the cheese just keeps going and going and going. This is so good, and he just walks away.
Have a good night.
You too.
All right. Anyone have any idea where the AV room is now that Dresley solved our food problem for a long future?
Hey man, 1 platinum for 20 rations each is pretty good.
I'm not saying it was a bad deal. I'm just
Let's be honest.
nobody was expecting you to drop a platinum.
One wrap is not a ration.
But we each have 30.
A ration lasts you a day.
But we each have 30.
Yes.
So it's like 5 rations.
So it's more like
You guys are good
each,
for a couple
right?
of days.
Yeah.
That's...
So it counts as like 10 rations, like Sybil said. It's like 3 days, 3 per day.
Oh,
to
I always
be
have
inadequate.
very different plans of how to eat them.
Alrighty. So, the AV club would be inside of the high school.
So the big green building.
Correct.
I guess we'll head that way.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Music. Investigation can come off.
I like this one.
So, as the party approaches the imposing gates of Eldermage High, you find yourselves met with an eerie stillness that hangs heavy in the air. The grand facade of the school, adorned with mystical symbols and ancient runes, looms ominously in the moonlight, casting long shadows that dance around the cobblestone courtyard. Upon closer inspection, the intricately carved doors of the school stand firmly shut, as if guarding secrets hidden within. The soft glow of enchanted torches flickers faintly through the stained glass windows, illuminating the grand hallways in an ethereal light. Inside, the school's interior is a maze of winding corridors and towering staircases, each corner shrouded in shadows that seem to whisper secrets of long-forgotten adventures. The halls are lined with portraits of past adventurers, their eyes following the party's every move with an unsettling intensity. The air is thick with the scent of ancient tomes, mystical artifacts mingling with the faint aroma of Axe body spray and aged workout equipment. A distinct echo reverberates through the halls, a reminder of the school's rich history and the countless tales of heroism that have unfolded within its walls. Despite the eerie ambiance, there is a sense of undeniable craftsmanship in every detail of Eldermage High. From the intricate carvings adorning the banisters to the meticulously polished floors that reflect the moonlight like a mirror, it is a place where magic and mystery intertwine. Where adventure waits at every turn, even in the dead of night. So, you guys have wandered up here at the desolate and closed school. Sneaking inside, no problem. Starting to wander the halls. Any commentary?
Is there any kind of map or anything, like a map on the walls or like a handout or something, like a front table?
You know, in the front area, roll me an investigation, Barnabas. Or if you would like to ask somebody else to do it who might be moving towards that skill.
Does anybody want to look for it? Because that will not be one of my skills.
The
Okay.
person who will
Perception
be that
guidance
isn't
during-
here. It's investigation.
Oh, investigation.
Yeah,
Oh,
the person who wants to do that isn't here.
Okay.
So, all right, you go ahead and do it.
Well, that's
Natural 20. Let's go.
We love 22.
We love 22.
This is gonna be a repeat of last session.
Yes.
Apparently, yeah, there is
Part of
no
this is just
in-between.
really good when he decides to do something.
It's just doing something. Ugh.
Yeah, that's
Anyways.
the hard part.
You get over to the front area and you see that they do have brochures and different things advertising the amazing AV club they have, the swimming team's ability to rank among the top 10 in the nation, despite the fact that they don't have any sea elves or tritons on their team. You know, things like that. Very lofty, very easygoing, and you do find that there appears to be a very simple map of the school, just showing off the various features that people visiting to wonder if they want to come here or not would be interested in. You track down the map. Now, we need somebody for the survival check. Who's going to be that person?
I got that.
Ooh.
16. You end up wandering over and picking up the map and starting to go down various hallways and trying to investigate around until eventually you find your way over to the AV Club. This hole-in-the-wall little place that's in between the theater department and the athletics department as well. It's hidden away in this little nook where you would almost walk by it unless you were specifically looking for it. Once you get there, you go over to the door, which appears to be locked.
Anybody spent some time on the other side of the law in grade school?
For
Can
what
Can
purposes?
we see through it?
There is a little glass window in there that you can peer through.
I can't
Okay.
say that I have. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No juvenile delinquents on the team?
Again, in what category?
Theft.
No.
Don't
Most
worry.
notably breaking and entering.
What were you saying, Triz?
I got this. I just walk up and teleport to the other side of the door.
So, you all see this leafy breeze glows around Drez as he apparates on the other side inside of some other leaves.
Okay, was I the only one seeing that, or did that actually happen?
No, I'm sure that
also,
happened.
everyone
Oh.
give me a charisma saving throw. Oh no, it's wisdom saving throw.
Oh, much better for this party. Hey, fuck.
DC's 13. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Yep.
You step over to the other side, unlock the door, and open it up for everybody.
Ta-da.
Good job, Tresley. Really showing off tonight.
There's your once-a-day ability.
Twice. It's based on proficiency.
Oh, I forgot they buffed it for some stupid reason. Nah, it needed a buff. Was
It also
pretty bad.
changes depending on the season, which matters.
Yeah. So, you all walk inside of the AV room. You see they have one of those signs that's scrolling letters going across advertising AV Club, now recruiting, looking for all intellectuals who have a fun vibe about them. You see that there's a number of these very thick, large-looking rectangular boxes that have these tiny little contraptions in front of them with, like, I don't know, maybe 100 buttons on them. It's hard to count that high for many of you. You also see that there's a lot of wires. There's some TVs. There's a handful of different projectors and displays. And this place looks like it's relatively a mess. Like somebody has been through this area and didn't clean up after themselves.
Alright, so we're looking for a magical being sensor. Anybody know what one of those looks like?
Tresley,
Yeah.
you're a magical being. You it would sense probably.
I mean, I can walk around them and see if anything goes off.
Alrighty. Drez, you take a stroll around the entirety of this room. Nothing goes off.
I'm gonna try and look around for anything that could have like a night motif, like a chess set, or just like a box that has like like a knight symbol on it, or coat of arms, anything like that.
Roll an investigation, please. 17. You look around, and surprise, surprise, in the AV Club, there is a chess set as well. You get over, and there's this one of these rectangular. It's kind of like a TV, but it's thicker gray and has a smaller screen to it. And on the side of that, you do see that there's like a burning knight helmet with flames rippling out the side of it, like stickered on.
I open the box.
Oh, you can't open the box. It's you.
Oh.
It's a monitor, but you don't know what.
Oh, it's a monitor.
is.
Okay.
You go try and fuck. You don't know what
try
to
and
do.
Turn
with
it on. Is there a knob? Can I turn it on?
Roll me a percentile die.
I got a stick if you need to break it.
35.
It does not turn on.
I like pick it up and point it at Dresley. Does it like light up?
You pick the thing up. What's your strength score?
15.
Okay, it's pretty hefty, but you can definitely lift and angle it over on Dresley. Dresley, you have no idea what he's pointing. Oh, that thing's slightly reflective. Just slightly, though.
Is it only reflective for Dresley?
No, you put your head there and you see yourself, but now you see Dresley is just checking himself out.
Right, well, so if this must not be the magic person detector.
Mm-hmm. Give me an athletics check, Barnabas. As you try to put the thing back, it slips out of your hands like one of those old-ass, heavy-ass monitors.
Oh, yeah.
And just crashes and shatters loudly. You guys see all of these electronic components and arcane components everywhere around the room.
I'm sure that's fine.
You also notice... Which one of you is perceptive?
Working on it.
Barnabas. 16. You notice... You see a light from down the hallway shine in this room's general direction.
Shit, it's the fuss.
You guys do know you're not supposed to be in the school at this hour.
Since we're using racials, I will do pass without trace.
Ooh.
What's the biggest thing in here that I can hide behind?
I'm sorry, I don't get pass without a trace till 5th level.
Yeah.
I don't know why it put me on my character sheet already.
Wait, what? That's just a racial ability.
But you don't. The racial ability is pass without a trace at 5th level.
Some racials proc when you reach certain levels, like tieflings.
I get a different one now at level 1 or 0, whatever. Pass without a trace, you don't get till 5th for my race.
So what are you guys doing? There's someone coming. You heard Barnabas say, "Shit, the fuzz."
Like I said, what's the biggest thing I can hide behind?
There's more of those big monitors.
There.
Okay, stealth check.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hide.
All right, everybody, stealth.
Same seat.
Group activity, stealth. 10 plus 13 plus
Okay. It did not click, I guess.
13
Also 13.
plus 3. That is beautiful. So group average of 10, rounding up, but no matter what, Sybil fails. As everybody jumps into various positions. You guys have Durin literally leap and plank behind all of the monitors on the table. You have Barnabas trying to slip over to one of the side areas and like get underneath the table. Drez does similarly, and Sybil puts herself behind the door as you hear keys rattling to unlock the already unlocked door, and the door swings open and just slams into your foot, Sybil. You see the nighttime janitor pop his head in.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're here. I need help.
He holds up a flashlight, pointing it directly in your face. You know the
Hi,
school's
that's really brave.
closed, right? Who are you?
My name is Sybil. I was trying to figure out, well, I'm new here. I'm a freshman, and I was trying to figure out where I was supposed to stay, where I was supposed to eat, but I wasn't told anything, so I was kind of lost. You think you can help me?
Roll me a deception check.
I hate me.
Let me roll an insight check for Finch.
Come on, common.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Really, Joey?
The flashlight flicks over to everybody else in the room. I assume this is your adventuring party. All right, everybody, get up. Come on.
Are you gonna take us to the food? You want a burrito?
No, I'm kicking you guys the hell out of the school. Come on.
Before we get pushed out of the AV club, can I just try to swipe the most scientific thing I can see?
All right. Roll me a percentile die.
Percentile die. $18.
Yep, you swiped the most scientific thing you could see.
The calculator.
Sleight of hand.
Pencil.
21.
Okay, he does not notice.
Imagine if I was a bard, man.
So, he escorts all of you, and this nighttime janitor, the guy watching the halls and cleaning everything, he's wearing a typical, janitorial jumpsuit with a belt strapped to him. He walks all of you out the front door, and as soon as you get out there, he pops his head out and goes, "All right, kids, I can tell some of you are probably freshmen. You don't sneak around and get caught. You understand? It's the
Yes, sir.
number
Thank you so
one
much.
rule of this entire school. Don't get caught."
Understood.
All right.
Thank you.
I recommend you all try to, if you get into the adventuring program, but skills like that, I highly doubt you will. If you do, you should consider picking up a class on how to stealth and sleuth around. All right? All right. He closes the door, locks it, and then walks away.
As soon as he walks away, need a class on how to sneak things. I pull out whatever the hell I pulled.
You pulled out a pocket calculator.
Damn it. What is this?
It's small.
Is this a thing?
You stole a calculator?
Is this not the thing we're looking for?
Unless it's a magical sensor disguised as a calculator, but I mean, good job on pick.
And to clarify, when he locks the school, he uses a chain, a padlock, and locks the padlock.
Can we still
Hey.
see inside the school?
You can, but you could not unlock this door.
Gotcha.
Not saying you can't do it, just saying you can't unlock the door. Unless you have thieves' tools, of course.
Well, I
Really
can
make
do
an
that.
adventuring party without a rogue.
Oh, your party kind of has one, maybe, potentially.
Well, I can do my trick one more time today, and I can grab 2 of you with me when I do it.
I want to do the thing.
Are you going to be able to get out?
No, we'll need to find another way out. Probably through the roof. Does
We
anyone
should
have any rope?
We should try to figure out a way out first before we try to
Are
get
there
in, don't you
gutters
think?
on this building?
You roll me a perception check.
Can't we just go out a first floor window?
Barnabas, yeah, there's plenty of first floor windows, but you start looking for the gutters. No gutters. No gutters. But yeah, Barnabas, there's like a million windows. It's a school.
Hopefully he didn't lock the door to that room again.
We had
Or
to keep
can
an
you-
eye on us.
Was it on the first floor?
Yes, it was.
Alright, so can we go down on the outside to where that room was?
Yeah, of course.
And that way you can just teleport directly into the room from the outside. Then it doesn't matter that he locked the door.
As long as I can see through the outside window, through the classroom window.
You can stand on my shoulders.
You should be able to open the window from the inside.
That's my hope, Sybil.
Oh wait, no, it's right. No, you're right. We can just go on the opposite side, unless it's Joey. Was that classroom an interior classroom or an exterior wall classroom?
I'll say exterior wall. It's kind of pushed off into the corner, behind the rooms that would not have any exterior lights. So it'll be one of the only ones that actually has its own windows. Or exterior windows, sorry.
Perfect. Teleport in, open window.
First, you guys have to roll me a survival check to get back over there. You still have your handy dandy map, Durin.
Hey.
13. A little harder to find where it is and estimate where exactly it might be, but you're pretty sure you got the right room? Now, you can see that there's a curtain drawn, but luckily one of you tried going behind a curtain in the room previously, and it was moved around, so you think this might be the right room, and you do need somebody to lift you up so you can look down at the floor in there, because you can't see through the curtain.
Do I see electronic pieces?
Roll me a perception check again.
22.
22. You see that there's this little bit of chip from the shattered monitor.
Jackpot. We found it.
So, you teleport in. Who are you bringing with you?
I'm going to. No offense, Durin, you're baked. So we need someone. So we need people cognizant.
Hey, that. What?
So Sybil and Barnabas.
Alrighty.
And then we'll open the window and let him in.
You grab the two of them. Inside. Yes, Sybil?
Before we go, make sure to keep an eye out, Durin. Knock on the window if you see anybody coming.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. A lot of trust. The first time you guys are putting trust into Durin.
No, it's not. It's more like a no choice thing.
Gotcha.
We have other people we would put that trust in that are not here.
Bjorn is with him.
I trust Durin explicitly.
Good.
Thank you.
No one's
makes-
more on the ball looking for things than a high teenager.
That's
He's going to be seeing things whether they're there or not.
That implies that the
Paranoia.
teenager cares that he's seeing.
Hey, let's be fair. Let's be fair. A high teenager knows how to look out for the cops.
Where?
Exactly.
All right. I thought maybe some of the notes in the note or some of the things in the notes might have been clues to help us find it. If it was night, then that was not it.
So, I need another round of investigations from the three of you inside. Durin, I need a perception check from you. We'll say that Bjorn is helping you.
Hello?
Hey, there we go.
I'm going to use one of my inspirations
Okay, sure.
since I have 3.
19, 16, 23, and 20 on the perception, or 21 for the lookout.
Ooh, Sybil coming in strong.
Yeah. So, we'll start with Drez first. Drez, you take this stupid little calculator, whatever the hell that is, put it down on the table, and as you're walking past you see this floppy disk. And written on the shell outside of it reads, "Top secret." Now, you don't know much about technology, but you know secrets are fun.
Yep. Pocketing that.
Tuck it
Find
away.
out how to use that later.
Barnabas. Starting to wander around this room, you remember he brought up, hey, does anybody have rope? And none of you guys have rope on you, unfortunately. However, you do end up going through a couple of crates that they have, and you see that they have this very thick wire, and you pick up about 40 feet of, what is that, AVMA cables?
Cables?
Yeah.
That's actually expensive.
Yeah.
All right, so I've
Get
got
those.
40 feet of cable.
Start wrapping them around your arm. It won't support as much as a rope will, but I mean, you never know. You're adventuring. You might need it.
Better than nothing.
Sybil, you're walking through here, and you see this hidden kind of inside of one of those pull-out drawers. You know, like where they put the keyboards and you pull it out to type on it and push it back in. There's this slight glisten of some type of object. You look down there, pull the drawer out, and pick up this box. Looking at it, on the back, it has MBS painted on there, and then etched into the corner is shit. Where is it? Initials I'll disclose at a later date.
UB?
Yeah. Sorry, the person it's correlated to never made a last name for their character. Yeah.
Yes, I think I found it.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh,
Here it is. A magical being sensor.
magical being sensor.
You look
Great.
at this very thick, almost like Game Boy, but a little thicker than that. In the top of it, it has this little rubber pull-out piece, and inside you see that it has this cylindrical little tube that's short. Only goes down about maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches. And it has diamonds encrusted on the inside with little lasers shooting across the diamonds persistently.
If I had to describe a magical being sensor, I probably wouldn't describe this, but it looks like one.
It works for me.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Durin, as you're
Yeah.
keeping watch, you notice down outside that a flashlight looks like it's about to round the corner, maybe a good 40 feet away from you.
I tap the window to give them the.
Tap, 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 tap.
Or maybe not yet.
I run over, close the window, and then tell everyone to get down.
Durin,
And I go hide into a bush.
stealth check, Durin.
Should have
You-
chose a bush with more leaves.
You
Yeah.
buffoon.
You gotta stick your face out of it to look. Pull back and look. You see the same night shift janitor
Fucking kidding me.
walks directly up to your bush and looks directly at you. Come out.
No.
He reaches behind himself in this small satchel and pulls out these very huge hedge trimmers. Sink!
Ah, okay.
Much better now. Where is everybody else?
They are at another location.
Deception check, Durin.
Technically, not a lie.
Alright, let me roll insight for him. Jesus
Damn,
Christ!
Fucking
Stop.
janitors, man.
Stop immediately.
So they're here. That's what you're saying, they're here? But they're
Doesn't that have like a
clearly not
minus
here.
5 for a commoner?
No, that's
He's a hireling. He's a janitor.
that's
Definitely
the
higher is where
opposite
it's
of
at.
the thing that I said.
So where specific are they? He points over at the window.
No.
So He knocks on the window 3 times. Alrighty, children, come on out here. Come on. What are the 3 of you doing?
I'm gonna like look at Sybil and Dresley. I'll open up the window.
You open up the window and pop your head out, and he looks up at you. Come on down. We're deducting points from your team.
Oh, we don't have any points.
Well, now you have negative points.
Ah.
I'll jump out the window.
And with you being the first one, he'll like hold his hand, help you down. Oh, so that Sybil girl is with you, right? Her dad's the mayor, right?
Who?
Sybil.
I don't know where she is.
I don't know a Sybil.
If I was you, I'd be thankful that you guys are probably getting into the hireling program. You don't want to be caught up with those exterminos. The whole
Isn't
family's
they-
a bunch of snakes.
Well, that doesn't seem very nice.
It's true. You can't trust them. A whole lot of them. You know they eat people, right?
Sybil will come out of hiding. You should watch what you tell people.
Well, is it not
Especially-
true?
Of course it's not true.
Yeah, right. As if the only reason your dad actually won the election was because he ate the other candidate.
Does that work?
Apparently, if people are
Oh.
dumb enough to think a snake can shed its scales.
Sir,
Snakes
I'll
do
ask
do
you
that.
one more time to watch your words.
Or else what?
You're kind of racist.
Or else there will be dire consequences for you.
Are you threatening me? You. Threatening me. I work for this
no,
school.
No, she's not threatening you. She's just.
Yes, I am.
I was going to try to persuade, but I guess we're intimidating this fucker.
I got it.
This
I got like a
makes-
steel hunting trap if you need it.
Just want to oblige on not to talk outside of class, I believe the phrase is. And I'm playing with my dagger.
He raises up his shears.
because we're in school.
Yeah, really? You're gonna try that?
I don't even get to try.
He doesn't seem like he's that threatened by your actions. You guys have failed in his eyes twice now.
We're also like 13.
Yeah, and this is a grown-ass man.
I demand an apology.
Oh, an apology. That's what you think you're gonna get? You know what? No, I'm taking you to the headmaster's and getting him to fucking expel you. Get down here. He reaches up for your wrist and starts dragging you out the window.
I'm punching.
I'm
him in-
gonna try to put a hand to his face and cast poison spray.
Oh, okay. I need to pose athletics for you and him.
Athletics.
Okay? As you try to place your hand there and shoot the spray, he sees it shoot out and stupid little drags and stabs the shears directly into your stomach.
I said I was punching. Does that matter?
Not quite yet.
I would also be getting in on that.
Yes, guys, drag yourselves onto this map and roll initiative, please.
To the
Yeah, the
town
world map. We don't have
Oh, okay,
a
okay.
encounter map for this one.
Oh, okay, got it. Is that a real roll? Oh, there was a.
There you guys go.
That would be.
All right. Roll initiative. Ooh.
Come on. Oh, he's got a +2 to dex.
Oh, yeah. Let me actually add that to 18 because that's supposed to be that. Alrighty, guys. So, he has just dragged Sybil out of the window and has stabbed at her once. That is a 10 plus 5, 15 to hit Sybil.
Yes, that hits.
All right, that is going to be 14 points of piercing damage onto you.
That is an insta-kill.
Yep.
Wait, insta kill or insta down?
More than double
Insta-kill.
your max.
Yep, it did my remaining HP plus my max HP, so that was an insta-kill.
Oh. Okay, things are actually getting real.
Alrighty. As he stabs into her stomach and pulls the head shears away, he kind of like licks his lips and I was kind of hoping that there'd be more of a fight, but this is fine. And he takes off running. Full dash, trying to get away. Drez.
I guess I'm picking up Sybil's dagger and I'm dashing after him
Okay.
because I can't heal her.
Pick
But
up the
she
dagger
can.
and go dashing after this individual. As you're chasing after him, roll a perception check for me.
17.
17. He kind of looks back at you, and you see these very strange, almost feline-like eyes looking at you. And then a very wide grin as he is fucking booking it fast.
Oh, he's one of those. Great.
Sybil, you are currently dead.
Yes, ma'am.
Next up, that is Barnabas.
Yeah. But we have no healing spells yet.
Dead is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her entrails are now her extrails. Fucking garden shears are sharp.
They're big too.
Yeah, they're like fucking huge.
I guess I'll chase. I'm gonna go try and find a teacher or something. I'm gonna run for like the closest club.
Okay, so you guys are at here. So that would mean we'll put you at the rear side of the building. The Arcane Falcons are the closest club.
Okay.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check as you are running there. Or are you calling out or are you just running?
I'm just running, I guess.
Alright.
Oh, Jesus.
My God.
You end up tripping in a panic, given the fact that there's a dead body right next to you, and you just ate wraps with her, and she has all that food, and you don't know what's going to happen, so you're kind of like, you're stuck in a little bit of a panic as you're trying to run away and trip here and there, and not really gaining a whole lot of leverage in the proper direction. Durin.
Well, my legs are way too stubborn to be chasing after the guy, and dead body got me some kind of freaked. So, I think I'm just gonna do being in shock.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a charisma save.
Oh, hey.
In your shocked state, you raise your hand very shakily with a joint and light it. Not sure what else you can do.
Yeah.
Drez, the janitor is very far in front of you already as he kind of looked back and had that glance in your direction, and then he seems to be headed over towards the back wall, where as soon as he gets to it, you see these like feline claws extend outwards, and he climbs it with this very terrifying level of quickness. But he is very, very fast compared to you.
Yeah, and I don't have a climb speed, but I can yell out murderer and try to throw a dagger at him.
All right, give me an attack roll. Throw that dagger.
Oh, that's the item. My God.
Shakily, your first time, throw the dagger up towards him and ting, 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 as he's already over the wall and gone. No.
Which wall?
This back wall over here.
Damn.
Yeah, or not right there, probably like right here-ish. I'll put Sybil where she's dead.
Gotcha.
I'll put him there. Drez starting to run. So, everybody, we are out of initiative. And Sybil. As you were just stabbed by this... Oop, wrong one. There we go. Sybil. As you were just stabbed by this individual, you felt the twisting of the blade, and for the faintest of moments, you saw a feline flicker behind the eye that causes you to have a little pause and hesitation. Everything goes dark around you. Everything seems to fade away. And when you open your eyes, you look around and you are inside of a very strange looking club. Everybody in here is wearing a leather or denim jacket with spikes across it and patches and scales connected to their skin. You look around and you notice there's some abominations, a couple of purebloods, and other choice people. Then you look over at the stage, where you see the coiling of this incredibly long serpent.
Well, Sybil, you came here a little early.
We're going to go ahead and go on break, everybody.
What the fuck?
We're going to see what the fuck when we get back. Hello, everybody. We're back. Where we last left off, Sybil, you were confronted inside of this ethereal nightclub of some variety, filled with yuan tea and this gigantic snake that takes up the entirety of a stage.
As soon as I'm assuming I'm in front of it, right?
Yeah.
As soon as I see it, I will drop to my knees and extend my arms outward and press my forehead against the floor. And as I do, my holy symbol will come out from underneath my clothes, and I will start saying a prayer in yuan tea quietly.
Oh, how darling. It's a little late to be asking me for my favor now. Or did you not realize yet? You're dead.
She says nothing. She just stays where she is.
But you are curious. You understand your nature in this conversation. However, I'm perplexed. Usually, ones of my creation are unruly in these situations. So tell me, Sybil, what happened? Why are you here? Before you've given your first hatch.
In yuan tea, she will reply, an assassin.
You feel a very long, scaled tail begins wrapping around you.
You speak clearly when you speak to me. Tell me what happened.
I was trying to finish or begin a mission, and I was caught and assassinated.
By what?
Something in disguise. Something feline.
Feline?
You feel the tightening of the tail begins to squeeze your stomach and lift you in the air as if you were a basket being lifted off the table. And you're forced to look eye to eye to the snake.
She keeps her head down.
You say feline? In disguise. That must be humiliating to you.
Very.
Child, you're still keeping yourself in check. Why? You're no longer amongst the mortal coil. You're far away from the humanoids.
I know power when I see it.
And that makes you afraid?
You hear all of the other yuan tea in the room begin chuckling loudly. What'd you say?
Cautious.
Cautious. Now. I'll tell you what. I'm feeling benevolent today. I don't like the fact that something that belongs to me was disposed of by a feline. Knowing it's probably an agent of his. They're long gone. They're going to go back and report your death. How embarrassing would it be if you weren't really dead?
She will slowly tilt her head up, searching for this creature's eyes.
Oh, they are locked directly onto you.
She won't say anything, but she does seem interested.
Well, it would appear you have two options. The first is remain here. You'll make a fine waitress for all of my dutiful followers and worshippers. Or you become my agent. You become mine. And you return to the realm of the humanoids. And you wait for one that would disrespect my property to return. And you make their body stretch as far as mine does.
Her eyes light up, and after a moment, she says, and this entire time she's been speaking Yuan-Ti, and she says, "In whose name should I whisper when I shed their blood?"
Zahir.
There's a moment of realization where she doesn't seem to disapprove.
Time is running out, little hatchling.
I will serve.
Good.
The snake droops you over top of its massive maw that unhinges its jaw and drops you inside.
As this is about to happen, she closes her eyes in a moment of almost religious ecstasy.
Okay. Now, back over to the mortal coil for everybody. Barnabas, you took off running over to the arcane falcons as quickly as you can.
Yeah, I running that way terribly slow because I was very uncoordinated.
You're just tripping. And you get up to their garden.
Is the Rubik's Cube back and locked again?
It is.
Try and knock.
You hear from the other side, you have to solve the puzzle.
One of my party members was murdered. She's dead. Right outside the school.
The door opens up, and you see this very chubby-looking half-elf standing before you. Dead, you say?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You go get them. I'm gonna run over to the phoenixes. Screw that. And he starts twirling magic around his finger and snaps them, and begins speaking words. Headmaster, somebody is dead. They're over by...
Right outside the school, by the back side, where the south.
The fairgrounds behind the school. They're over there. Dead, presumably. New freshmen. And then they send the message off. A moment goes by. And all of you who are sitting there see this strike of lightning in the air. And then very suddenly, you see the... Jesus Christ, there we go. You see the principal walking out towards you all. Principal O'Shant looks over. Oh, this is definitely the wrong song. I need to reorganize these. They're so unorganized. Anyways, Principal O'Shant appears right next to you, Barnabas. Dead, you said? On school grounds.
Yes. Point back towards the Eldermage eye.
I mean, he should be covered in blood. That was not clean.
Okay, let's get going. And he goes, scoops you by your arms, and begins flying over in that direction.
I'm gonna look like an idiot when I come back and she's freaking awake.
So, as you are sitting there, nearly completely shocked, Durin, you see Dresley walking back over towards you, and you look over at him. Dres, you just lost track of the assailant.
Exhausted because that fucker ran.
Yeah. Okay, nothing. Cool. So, as the two of you are just staring at each
hand
other.
her back her dagger and like put her in like a
I think
resting
she's
position.
still dead, right?
She's dead. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know when that changes.
So I'm handing her back her dagger and like folding it up. It's like not like I don't know what her customs are, but I'm trying to like be as respectful as I can because she died on his watch.
So,
effectively,
you turn over towards Durin. Durin, you're still just sitting there staring, and as Dres is putting the dagger there, you see Barnabas flying over towards you all, kind of lifted in the air a little bit, and from right behind him you see the halfling principal carrying him over and just dropping him to the ground. You go tumbling forward over towards where she is, and he goes over and goes, "Oh shit, she is dead. Those are not supposed to be on the outside." Okay.
It was the janitor.
Janitor. He puts his hand to the sky where you see this runic marking appears, and then sticks his hand into the runic marking and begins to pull out various objects from inside of there. Diamonds. Okay. Potion. Who is on duty at the hospital tonight? How long's it been?
how long did it take for me to run after him?
It's been less than 30 seconds at this point.
Half a minute.
Half a minute. Okay. I'm going to go pick up one of the doctors at the hospital. All right, I will be right back. He starts twining magic between his fingers, and all of you see Sybil's insides begin coiling like little tiny snakes, filtering back into her stomach, and then
I curse in Sylvan.
she opens her eyes as it begins like stitching itself up.
I just start screaming.
Likewise.
Barnabas was not prepared for this level of adventure on day one.
Seen this shit happen in the Feywild. We're not in the Feywild right now.
Sybil,
You take a breath, and the air tastes different. You feel more confident. You feel more in control. Most importantly, you feel that dagger in your hand. As you look over at two of your allies that are screaming at you, looking terrified and horrified, and the principal looking at the scar at your stomach, tilting and kind of like trying to discern things about it. You may add your first level into Warlock.
Ooh. Get those hit points.
Yes, get those hit points so you don't get one shot again.
Actually,
From
this is a good
6
question.
to
This is a question.
9.
Does she add the 6?
Yes, she is fully restored by the grace of Zahir. Everybody calm down. It's not a common situation, but it is something that happens sometimes. Which patron is yours? Or are you not allowed to disclose that?
She takes a moment to sort of process the situation that she finds herself in, and then looks towards the principal, headmaster. What?
Prince, you could call him a headmaster. That's more formal, but he calls himself a principal. And you see, he's still wearing his Tommy Bahama shirt and sandals. Just like he looks like he might have just rolled off of the couch. Hello.
She will look towards him, and then put on her usual smile and say, "I'm so sorry I scared you all. That wasn't my intention."
So you're not able to disclose, are you?
She'll sort of tilt her head and go, "Pardon?"
Not a worry. I already know what classes are going to be your mandatory ones. I'll put you on the schedule for those if you complete your task. Who was it? What did they look like?
They were in disguise. They were faster than a human should be, and they started bleeding feline characteristics and scurried up the wall. They weren't a shifter. There's something else.
Right. And which of my staff was it?
You have a night janitor with hedge clippers.
Oh, the night janitor. Well, here at Eldermage High, it is very important the safety of our students, and we take your safety very seriously. I am so incredibly apologetic for the fact that you had to experience death before your sophomore year. We try to stave off from that even being a possibility until you at least learn a little bit more self-defense and things like that.
I really appreciate the sentiment, Headmaster. I'm sorry all of this happened.
It happens. Now, do you know why?
I mean, yes, but no.
Explain.
It's not.
Oh,
It's not
sorry.
the first time I've.
He holds his hand out, and you watch as he waves his hand, and a coconut appears, and then he twists his hand, and he hands the coconut over to you. It has a straw inside of it already.
I'll hold it in both hands, but I don't drink it. It's not the first time my family has been targeted, unfortunately.
This is because of your family's position or
Yes.
disposition?
Pardon?
He'll give you a little smile. I know. I don't care. But which one was it?
I imagine it might be someone with differing political views. I don't know.
Well, if that's the case, then it's the responsibility of the police to handle them after I apprehend them for you. Okay?
Absolutely, yes. We are in the hands of the law now.
Yes. See, if it was a different reason, then I would be handling them directly.
Joey, based on what he said, was it personal or?
I mean,
Did
he
you
was being
fucking-
straight up racist. That shit's pretty personal.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I forget what he said after he killed her, though.
Well, that was earlier than anticipated.
No, he said easier.
Easier
It
than
was
anticipated.
easier than
yeah.
he thought.
Which would suggest some level of premeditation.
I informed the headmaster that he said that before he bolted.
Really? Do you give him all
Like
the
I said-
details?
I gave him everything I can recall, which is pretty a lot considering I ran after him.
That racist piece of shit. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm officially off of vacation and putting the school back into my hands for security. I promise you, henceforth, the grounds will be safe so long as I am here. Okay?
I very much appreciate that, Masters. Thank you.
Now, let me deal with this guy real quick. And he goes walking off a little bit into the distance. He twists his
Powerwood kills him.
hands. Well, he twists his hands, and you all watch as a very, very large-looking snake, cobra, is, like, conjured to his side. And then he does that same thing with his hand, where it seems to almost become more solid in its construction. Then he raises his hand in front of him and... Okay, gate. You all watch as a temporal gate opens up in front of the principal of the school.
Oh.
And that
Oh.
individual is grabbed by the serpent, dragged inside, and he looks at all of you. Don't worry, I will handle it from henceforth. Again, apologies. And he begins walking off. with
Same
the
guy?
snake. Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure we didn't get snafu'd.
So, all of you are introduced to the power of the principal pretty early on.
He has gate.
Duran, do you have anything to smoke?
Pass that shit.
Durin, you there?
Yep, got one lit. Not helping as much as I'd hope, but here you go.
Are you really
I would
okay,
also
Sybil?
like to partake.
I'm okay. Are you all okay?
I think I'll get-
Jury's out.
The first time. I've
How
seen
the
this
fuck
thing.
are you okay?
Well, I'm alive and well, aren't I?
To not answer the question of how.
You will hear a slithering voice behind your mind, Sybil. Your companions are the only ones you trust now. Those and the others that serve.
You will see her smile, a wicked smile.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not liking that.
We all heard the headmaster say patron. Does that recognize with any of us?
Are any of you currently proficient in religion?
No.
No.
Then
I
no.
am.
Figured I'd ask. Sometimes backstories come into play.
Yeah, I don't have a backstory that would explain me knowing that. So
Yeah.
Likewise.
All of you canonically major backstories, you don't know things.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
the point of my backstory.
I guess the important thing is you're okay, Sybil. So, fuck.
Do you want to call it for a night?
We
Maybe
still
go-
have things to do, don't we?
The note said moonlit mushrooms. So my guess would be that's something we're gonna have to look for at night.
What time is it,
That
Joey?
was my guess as well.
Oh, it's well into nighttime. But while you guys are having that, the principal will wander back over to you guys. The snake's still holding the janitor and suffocating him. Oh, I apologize, everybody. I figured you're here at the school for a certain reason, so it's unlocked.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Remember, if you need anything, just ask. And he ends up leaving.
Thank you, headmaster.
Principal. Sure.
Principal.
Yeah. Then he leaves with the snake again.
Do I know of any like large patches of mushrooms or anything that are around this area that are known?
Ooh, roll me a nature check. Let's see if you can recall any off the top of your head.
I'm gonna use another
What
advantage.
does the snake look like?
It is a huge king cobra.
Beautiful. Okay.
Also, the scales patterns are wrong. It's not a real snake. You would be able to tell that thanks to your newfound patron.
Never mind.
So 20. Barnabas, you think about what this is specifically asking, or specifically stating. So, follow those moonlit mushrooms. Inside of town, there's a few stray mushrooms that are out and about, but moonlit mushrooms are mushrooms that can only be seen under the light of a moon with no other light pollution near it. Meaning if the sun's out, you won't see them. If a lantern is on, you won't see them. If you have a light of any variety, you won't see them. Years ago, on your plantation, there was an individual who was growing and planting them for your father. Or not for your father, but for the crew, to be able to have these mushrooms that would allow them to follow through the fields without risk of falling into a hole randomly out there and go do other things during the nighttime.
So we used them as like markers.
And
Kind of.
illumination, since out there is no light pollution. Out here
Is
in
there
the
a
city,
lot of
there's
light pollution? Is there a lot of light pollution in the city? I'm assuming.
In the majority of the city, there is, yes. There's street lights, there's cars, there's businesses, homes, things like that.
Well, we may have to leave the city to find moonlit mushrooms. It's an awful lot of light in this city.
Well, the sooner we start walking, the better then. Or, well, I'll
Which
have Jeeves
direction?
over.
Drez, roll me a history check,
Oh,
given your unique background.
oh no. That says 0.
Wow.
You begin thinking and then you sneeze. And you lost whatever you were thinking.
All my stats. It had to be that one.
Alrighty. So, everybody, you gather up and start heading out of the school grounds. As you get out there, you begin heading in which direction? Are you heading over towards the Mystic Meadows, the Whimsy Wagons, or perhaps you're going to find yourself over towards the Ethercrest Estates?
I imagine my first guess would be the Meadows.
We do technically have a character who's from there. Would they know about these mushrooms?
He would not.
Okay. Figured I'd ask.
Of course. So, as you guys get outside of the academy grounds, the school grounds, your chauffeur pulls up to you, Sybil, and looks down at your blood-drenched outfit. What happened? What happened?
Racist faculty member. The principal is dealing with it.
Silence. A minor inconvenience, Jeeves. Nothing to worry about.
Would you like your emergency outfit?
Yes, please.
He goes over to the trunk, opens the trunk, pulls out a perfect matching outfit to the exact one you are wearing right now, opens the door, hangs the outfit on the inside, and will wait for you to go in there.
And I do so.
He closes the door behind you and stands out here watching over the boys to make sure none of them act like this is an 80s movie.
Okay, now that you've said that, I have thought of a thing.
Oh no.
How does dark vision work with tinted glass?
No.
I'm just thinking of the mechanics of it. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to. Because technically, it's darkening.
It has nothing to do with light.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, it does, but like.
Barnabas
You know
is
what
going
I'm
to turn his
talking
back to the car.
Hey, I said I wasn't doing anything, but you literally brought the idea of that's literally designed to block out light. How would it work on vision that doesn't require light?
They have magical tinted glass to make sure nobody
Okay,
can look through
perfect.
it. Unless, of course, they're bullshit warlocks.
I mean,
Pervlocks.
Pervlocks. So, Sybil, you get dressed.
Yeah.
You look down, and you do have that massive scar inside of your stomach that you can see.
I kind of take a finger and trail it across the scar.
It turns more scaly. And then when your finger moves away, it turns back into the scar.
Okay. I'll finish dressing and I'll get out of the car.
Where would I be taking you?
Well, we're first heading to the Mystic Meadows, I think.
Really? Very well. He will open the door for all of you to get inside.
would you like a wrap, Jeeves? I open the box.
He looks at the contents inside. Perhaps when I am off duty, I will eat.
Fair enough.
Save one of the eggplant ones.
He's eating healthy.
When you all get inside, Jeeves will take your old outfit and put that into the trunk, and then get into the front, and all of you see him turn on his high beams as you begin driving.
I'm gonna grab another frickin' burrito.
Oh, we're looking for bioluminescent mushrooms. Could you turn down the lights?
We'll need to get to the meadows first.
We don't know they're in the meadows.
You're looking for mushrooms. This pertains to your mission.
It does.
One of you has to be up front then.
I will. I got dark vision.
We have specific permission from the Academy for me to continue to be your chauffeur, under the pretense that I do not handle any of your specific investigations, and only assist in transportation and other means that can be unseen.
I will go up front. I can see better.
Very well. So Drez already trying to get up there, and just obviously he does not open the door for Drez when you ask for something.
Gotcha. It's fine. I didn't realize this was going to be an investigation thing.
Yes. Yeah, Devil's Sight. Let's fucking go.
Oh, that's real strong right now.
Yep. You can peep through windows. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
You climb up to the front seat, and as you sit there and he turns off the high beams, he looks over at you, and you can see your reflection inside of one of the mirrors, and you can tell that with no light around, your eyes are 100% reptilian. With your newfound sight, you begin driving. Sybil, roll me an investigation roll, please.
Okie dokie. I will use my session advantage. Doesn't matter.
Oh. Wow, all the energy from last game is gone.
You have never seen the world like this before. Usually, when things are dark, there's different shades of black and gray and white. That's the way dark vision typically is. But with this sight, it's more like you can see the heat radiating off of everything that adds this very strange coloration to it that makes things very distinct that you would miss otherwise. It's a very unique perspective that's honestly a bit distracting and fun for you.
Listen, I just came back from the dead and I have new powers. Cut me some fucking slack, okay?
As you all continue your way out, everybody else may roll me perception checks at disadvantage.
Because we're looking through tinted windows.
Because dim light, you have disadvantage.
I have dark vision.
Yes, you have disadvantage in dim light, even with dark vision.
Ah, okay.
Otherwise, you couldn't roll at all.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
It's a commonly misunderstood rule. It's all right. Durin. As you drive by your favorite place in town, presumably, or at least the top two, the Spell Shock Arcade,
Ooh.
you see that the lights are currently off. And there's this tiny mushroom growing out of one of the stone pillars that you see as you're passing by.
Oh, there's a mushroom.
Where?
We passed it.
Jeeves goes in reverse. As soon as you see the lights come on for the reverse lights, the mushroom disappears from sight.
Never mind. It's not there anymore.
He pushes forward and starts going, then it reappears.
Oh, there it is.
It's the
At this
light
point, do
bleed,
we
Durin.
see what he's talking about?
Yes. Jeeves will step out of the car to open the door for you, Sybil, and everybody else can let them damn selves out.
Thank you, Jeeves.
Can you make sure all the lights are off in the car, please?
Beep, beep. All the lights are off.
Start heading towards it.
As you walk over towards it, you do see that these lights inside of the parking lot outside turn on. There's two large lights inside of the parking lot that appear to be motion sensor.
Can I see like a motion sensor?
Oh yeah.
Is it reachable?
It's probably closer towards the top of it, so about 20 feet up.
Can I try and pull out my cable and like throw my cable up over the top of it and yank it down?
So yank the whole fucking light down?
No, just the sensor.
Oh, the
Attached to
sensor
the
is
light.
attached to the like post of the light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Can I take one of the meat burritos and just kind of like throw it at the sensor so it's covered in meat so it won't trigger?
Which one do you think is the messiest one to coat it on impact?
Oh, geez. What were the flavors again?
Necromancer's nacho wrap, the Goblin's
The
guacamole.
necromancer, because it
Oh,
has
the
endless
nacho wrap,
cheese.
100%. All that cheese.
Okay. So you pull out. So you gave one of them away.
Everyone got 5, so we have like 20 more.
Okay. So you have 20 shots here. So there's 2 of these posts. Who's going to be throwing?
I will.
I'll take the other one. Sure, why not?
Sure. Alrighty then. Both of you, I need you to roll me sleight of hand checks as you're trying to toss these at the perfect angle to smash against it and streak down.
Damn it, I thought it would be athletics.
thought it would
I'm
be
correlating it
athletics.
to disarming a trap. I mean, if you're trying to destroy the thing, get a rock and I'll allow athletics. But if you're just trying to code it and stop it from sensing,
Being
that's...
too smart for my character.
Likewise.
14.
14 hits. 12 just barely misses. Durin, you wasted 1 burrito. Party foul number 1.
No!
All right. Durin, you tossed one of them up there, just like a little bit of like a frisbee toss, where it gets up and splats against it, and just the cheese just keeps drooping all the way down. All right, that sensor is covered, and immediately the light goes off. But now there's the other one. Durin, try again.
Yeah. So another sleight of hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
15. Not wanting to waste as few as possible. You toss it up there and it splats and just rolls and unwraps itself over the sensor. Moment goes by. Darkness envelops each of you. Sybil, with your superior dark vision, you can see that first mushroom where it is on the pillar, and then you see another one about 10 feet away from it down on the concrete. And then about 10 feet away from that, it goes into the parking lot and stretches across, heading over in this direction.
As they're doing that, as soon as I start seeing the mushrooms, I start following them.
Wait, who's got the thing?
Sybil does.
Okay.
Which thing?
The sensor.
The magical person detector.
So, you begin heading out there.
I'm following
Magic
Sybil.
bullshit.
Roll me a survival check if you guys are tracking after these things.
All of us or just Sybil?
Well, whoever's going to take up the lead. Sybil doesn't have disadvantage on the check.
Well,
Do
I
you want
can
to lead
assist.
Sybil, or you want me to?
If you can assist, I'll take the assist.
I can assist.
assist.
Oh, Durin can too. Yeah, let Durin do it.
Be lazy. Relax.
I'm gonna grab some.
We
I'm
want
gonna
them to
grab a
build to
piece
their
of one of the
class
burritos that
first.
fell. Oh,
Sorry, you
I'm
were
gonna grab a
both...
piece of one of the burritos that fell on the ground. And I'm gonna stick it in my backpack.
Okay.
Dude, we have
Do
like
it.
50 burritos.
What? Ah, it's fine.
You beat me to it, man.
Jeeves will look over towards you all. I shall follow at a distance in case I'm needed.
Oh yeah.
And he leaves the car parked there and will just follow on foot. So tracking over, you begin weaving between a few of these other various fast food and diners here in town. Luckily, the mushrooms seem to be stuck at the rear ends of many of these buildings. There's one that was a little difficult to get through, Sybil. That one, it was inside of the parking lot of... The Giggling Gnome Grill House, where you can see that there's this large, very happy gnome wearing like suspenders up on top of the sign, just laughing, and the sign just keeps flickering in and out of sight. As you track over into this parking lot, however, it seems that there's about 15 or 20 of these mushrooms sitting around the perimeter of that little grassy island outside of all of the parking spaces. That seems to be where it ends.
I'll have a look at the sensor, see if it's doing anything.
Okay. You pull out the sensor, and it's not even on.
I'll turn it on. Wait,
Okay.
figure out how to turn it.
Roll me an intelligence check. Let's see if you can figure out how to turn this on.
Key.
Oh, wrong one. There we go. 17. You look at this strange contraption and you snap this little side turner to the side and it flickers on. And you see that there's the image of some type of creature made out of just dots all the way across it. You ever play any of those super old games where it's just dots that light up to draw pictures that you like move across the screen with and stuff?
Obviously.
No, but I'll follow.
Okay. So, do any of your characters play video games? Ooh.
Yes.
Probably the stoner, yeah.
All right, Durin, you look at that, and that looks like a character select screen.
Oh, weird. I'm gonna go try to choose a character.
You grab the knob and dink, turn it, and it rotates over into some flying little creature. Sybil, you look at this. Sybil,
What?
with your intelligence check. Oh, he's trying to pick the magical creature. This Durin guy's kind of smart.
Well
The
done, Durin.
Smartiest.
Now, I need a nature check from both of you to see if either of you know what a garden gnome looks like. Hell yeah, Sybil. Garden gnomes. They call them that because they are exceptionally small gnomes that usually get dressed up like that one on the grill house sign right next to where you are standing. They also, back in the day, they used to get petrified very commonly, and people would use them as yard ornaments. Paint them to make them look like they have a complexion. Place them in your yard. It just looks like little things are there. It keeps the critters out of the garden, and if you want to do it more humanely, because, you know, a lot of people don't consider gnomes people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure you could say humanely when you're talking about people painting a petrified person.
Eh.
Not
It's not a
Oh,
person,
so-
it's a gnome.
I forgot. In Joey's world, gnomes aren't people.
They're abyssal. Remember that.
Listen, I'm doing this for me as well as for you guys, but most importantly, this part's me. So you click through until you see the jolliest looking giggling gnome icon that you could expect with the suspenders.
When I see it, I will point it out to Durin and say, that one.
So
Okay.
there's
I do
usually
the
a
thing.
start button. But the only button you have is this little turning knob on the side.
I try to click the button because sometimes that does things.
What? Push it in?
Yeah.
Boop! And it goes doo doo doo. And then the screen filters up with all the lights up, all the lights down, and then an arrow appears, pushing forward.
It keeps
I push
across the screen.
I push the stick forward.
It goes back to character select.
Ah, dang it. These controls suck.
Trying again, it'll be fine.
You go back to the right one, push it again, and then the arrow. Boop.
All right. Let's try backwards.
You pull it backwards, and it goes back to character select.
Ah, gosh, dang it.
Or magical beast select.
Hmm.
You go back.
These
push the button.
controls are jank.
Everybody intelligence checks.
Push the button in.
I did that.
Intelligence. Sybil carrying us.
So as you think about it,
Oh, Trez
wait,
actually did pretty good too.
arrows point at things. And
I will
this
kind of.
is a tracking device.
I'll kind of lean over and I'll tell Durin. Maybe we
It's
should
not
keep looking.
the game, it's the real.
What were you saying?
Maybe we should look in that direction.
Sybil, there's one prompt he has not tried yet, so you get the idea to try it. You push the button again, and then the screen filters up with all of the lights, and then you see a pathway drawn in the lights, heading off screen. You can
There
go
we go.
directional mode, and you can also go distance mode.
Oh, that was not what I thought it was at all.
You did just fine, Durin.
Keep in mind, guys, this is the 80s. Technology sucks.
Oh man, we just gotta think of it like 80s future science, like Alien.
Yeah. So, you guys begin walking, and it seems to be taking you around the parking lot. And then you notice it takes you over to the signpost with the giggling gnome at the top of it. You look at the signpost in front of you, and all of you start looking around, and you see a little doorbell button on the back of it.
Well, that's
That could be something.
certainly weird.
Ding dong.
You push the button, and you watch as the dumpster connected to the building, the large dumpster, moves out to the side, and there's a secret door hidden over there with a glowing light above it called Garden Dome.
How big is this entrance?
Small.
So can we squeeze through it?
Yeah.
Or not? Is it that small?
No, you can definitely squeeze through it.
I'm gonna try and squeeze through the door or through the entrance.
Alrighty. You go over and try the door, opening it up, and you see sitting on the inside of this much larger room inside appears to be this very tough-looking bugbear looking at you. And you see that there's about 15 other people dressed to the nines, dressed like they are entering into a club of some variety, who all look and... Can you close the door? It's cold. You see all of them dancing in their pencil dresses and their large keyboard design button-up shirts and ties.
I'm gonna finish climbing my way in.
Yep. Everyone else?
I
Yep.
will close the door behind everyone.
Alrighty. Filtering in one by one, you look at yourselves and look at the establishment, and the bouncer kind of looks over at you, and he seems to be checking everybody to let them inside. After about 20 minutes or so, most of the people that were in front of you have filtered in already, and you've seen periodically the door opens up, and there's this massive disco dance floor that looks like it's been updated for more electronica style music. This is Waiting at the Garden. There we go. Oh, wrong one. You see people are popping these strange looking pills into their mouths, as well as appear to be smoking some strange looking things that don't exactly look like weed to all of you. They're dancing and grooving, and the door just shuts behind them very quickly as the bouncer's kind of glaring at all of you as you're trying to get in.
What are the age of the people that are getting into the club?
They're
Oh,
gnomes.
all of them. No, these are all various races of individuals. Yes. The entryway is designed for gnomes. Ooh, wrong one. All of them look like they're adults, or trying to pass as adults.
We're 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds.
16 to 17. Come on, it's high school.
We're freshmen. How old of a freshman were you? How many times did you fail 8th grade?
Hey man, depending on when your birthday is, I was 16 starting middle school.
I was 14.
What?
Oh, that's weird. I was 14 in high school.
I graduated high school at 17.
I graduated at 18.
19, but I got held back a year.
100% depends on when your birthday is in your country.
That is weird.
I was a November baby. I didn't qualify till the next following year.
So, you guys get over to the bouncer, and he looks at all of you. No.
Yes.
Oh, in that case, no.
Damn.
But yes.
I am going to I have new powers. I'm feeling bold. So I'm going to try to cast Charm Person on the bouncer.
That's the way to do it. So, for the briefest of moments, you all see this light flash over Sybil's eyes as you look over at the man. And what do you say when you try charming him?
In a very soft voice, as I lean over, I say, yes.
All right, that's a wisdom save.
Yes.
I'm going to give him a
What was the
flat
what was the
0
bouncer
to
again?
this. Bugbear. 9. Oh. It's not really miner's night. Like, I don't really...
Oh, don't worry, we're not minors.
He looks at you, Sybil. Come on, they're totally minors, right?
Rap.
Promise you they're not.
Oh, they're not minors?
Not at all.
Oh, yeah,
I've
sure.
never even been to a mine.
Sure. Like,
Thank you
Barnabas,
so
do you have dark
much.
vision?
Yes.
Okay. I forgot to set up your guys' tokens, so I'm
Yeah,
doing that now.
Genazis have dark vision.
All of
I
you have
just
dark
looked
vision.
that up. So
I have Devil's Sight.
you have devil's sight.
Yeah, you have bullshit vision. All right. Well, let me drag you guys over onto... Wait, what? Roll 20 just crashed.
Oh, lovely.
Wait.
Oh, it stopped. Why are you going up there? Go over here. Thank you. So, all of y'all are down here. Dynamic lighting is working, right?
I mean, there's a door that I can only see the door.
But can you see through the door?
No.
No.
Okay. If you click the door opens.
Then we can see on the other side.
That's right.
Yeah, it's working.
So the guy is going to move to the side and open up the door. Yeah, all of you go on in, no problem. And you see some of the adults in the back of the line are just like, buddy? No, they're fine. She says they're all adults.
I'm going to slap an extra burrito in his hand.
Oh, thanks. Don't forget you have to pay. Yeah.
Oh, come on. I'm sure we can make an exception.
So, stepping inside to the party boys of this group. This place is bitchin'. Really dirty. Looks like there's probably been a lot of tussles and fights that happened here. But the pool tables that are still in working order. I mean, the disco lights that are still in working order. There are so many people on the dance floor that seem to just be bumping and grinding and having a good time. Roll20's been lagging a lot recently, so I didn't add all the tokens to here, so just imagine. You see, over here, there's a couple of individuals with these really cool-looking mesh top shirts. That seem to be pulling arrows and shooting it at a board that right underneath it has a halfling who's laughing their ass off as they're trying to shoot the arrows directly over their head.
Adults are so stupid.
Who's stupid?
Adults.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, you guys are in here. You pull out your device, and you notice when you pull the device out, you're getting the attention of a lot of people, including staff, over towards you.
I'm not gonna pull it out like willy-nilly. I'll try to be more subtle about it.
All right. So you hide it away for a little bit.
What's the lighting condition here?
Dim light.
Okay.
Except on the dance floor, it's considered flickering darkness. And over by the billiards tables, it is bright light.
Yeah, I will take advantage of the dim light to try and be a little more subtle about my use of the sensor.
Sleight of hand that shit.
Would I get advantage from the lighting? Or?
No, they have a penalty to their passives and perceptions.
Yeah.
I was about to say, can I go talk to the staff and kind of like distract them?
Sure.
So, do you come here often?
How fucking old are you?
As smooth as any 16-year-old is would be in a club.
You can't tell that from looks.
You're still a child. He'll look at you questioningly. How old are you?
I'm old enough to kick your butt at pool.
Roll me a deception check.
Man, I was really hoping I was persuading people. Deception, where's deception? There's deception. 19.
19.
Nice.
I'm working. If you want to get next on the table, it's over by the orange chairs. Just gotta follow the route over there, guy. Sorry about that. You have a kid's face, you know?
Haunted me my whole life.
Yeah, I get it, man. Hey, cocktail?
Sure, what brands you got?
Oh, I don't fucking serve the shit. There's waiters walking around. Just ask one of them for it. Hey, Jim. One of the waiters comes over to you. What do you have for tonight?
What's it like? What Fey brands do you have?
Fey brands? He looks at the kind of broken down place you're inside of.
Even if it's knockoff shit. Come on.
We have beer. We have vodka. We have rum. And
All right,
then we
I'll
have
take
martinis.
I'll take 2 shots of a double of rum.
Double of rum. Gotcha. He wanders away. Durin, you see that somebody else across the bar kind of looks over at you and seems to be snorting something off of the table. Hey, you.
Yeah?
Come here. Come here.
All right, I'm coming. I'm coming.
You wander your way over there, and he looks at you, and, how old are you?
How old are you?
I fucking asked you first.
Oh, shit, yeah, you did.
Roll me a deception check. Remember, I told you guys, for the sake of everybody's sanity, we're doing a normal growth system to maturity. Yeah. All right. This guy definitely has a -1. Damn.
Why can't I deceive anyone?
You are a terrible liar, Durin.
Sit down, boy. Come here. Come on, I'm gonna teach you something. You sit down, and
right.
he throws an arm over you. All right, now. First off, shit smells good. Good perfume. Anyways, if you're gonna look someone in the eye and you're gonna lie to them, you gotta look them in the eye and say it quickly. Now try it. How old are you?
I was definitely doing that part wrong.
How old are you? Nope. He like pushes your head to the side a little bit. How old are you?
8.
Nope. And he pushes your head to the side. How old are you?
8.
No, he pushes. All right, come on, boy.
Forever.
Wait. We got this. Here, this will help you out. He pulls out this like white vial and starts filtering it on the table. All right, try that. That'll make it sharp. It'll make it quick.
And I try it.
Okay, give me a con save.
20.
Yep.
Of course.
That makes sense.
You rip that
This is
shit
my
across
skill
the
system.
table. Whew, wow, you feel that shit in your brain. Whoa. Durin, you've never been this awake before. You've never been this alert. You've never been this focused. It's amazing. Holy shit. He looks at you and goes, yeah, now you get it, right? Now you get it. How old are you?
I do 18.
Yeah. He punches you in the shoulder. Yeah. That's what we're saying. All right. Hey, 2 shots over here. What kind? Don't fucking ask. Just bring them. Yeah. You're learning, kid. Good job. And he like rustles your hair a little bit. Why'd you sneak in here, huh?
Oh, school stuff.
School stuff. Yeah. Oh, you're at Eldermage?
Yeah.
Shit, man. I went to Eldermage.
Ah, it's awesome.
Yeah. I was class of 79.
I'm gonna math. No, hold on. No, it doesn't help with math. No.
Nah, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, man. Eldermage was the best fucking 6 years of my life. Shit's awesome.
That's
Hey.
awesome.
Hey, by the way, name's Wallace.
Nice to meet you, Wallace. I'm Durin.
Durin, nice. Hey, you kids need fucking anything here, come with me, all right? Gotcha.
Sorry, just writing that down real quick.
Yep.
I don't suppose Morgan's here. This doesn't seem like his kind of place.
Not his place. So, and he'll shove you away. Hey, get away. You're in front of the fires. Go.
Okay.
All right. Drez, as you're over there by the pool table, we have Durin, who is just hooked on cocaine, thanks to a dealer, apparently, in the club. And
It should come from me.
Barnabas, you look across the crowd, and you notice in here is a couple of your parents' farm hands.
Uh-oh.
They haven't noticed you yet, but you definitely notice them.
I'm gonna try and avoid them for now. How close was I with the farm hands?
That's up to you to tell me.
Try to decide.
Sure.
My guy was lazy, but he wouldn't be the type that looked down on farmhands, I don't think.
I mean, you said you had a summer job. Was it on the farm?
It would have been on the farm. All right, I'm going to go talk to one of the farmhands.
Jeez.
Alrighty. You wander your way over to Resin, one of your resident farmhands that lived on the farmstead for a good few years, and he goes on vacation more often than the others, so he kind of gets laughed at for that, but he also just brushes it off. He's more or less a very chill guy. He's a half-elf. You go over to him, who's currently, like, leaning against the wall talking to someone. He looks over at you and goes, "What the hell are you doing here, Barn?"
I'm looking for missing garden gnomes, if you believe it.
Garden This is my girlfriend Sarah, and the woman wearing way too much perfume with way too small of a dress in every dimension looks over at you, raises her eyebrows, and goes, "Yeah, sure, I'm Sarah."
Hi, Sarah, I'm Big B.
Big B.
Yeah.
Is that a he's a child. Oh, never mind. She rotates away from you. Let me... Excuse me 1 minute. He puts an arm over you. You're not supposed to be in this place, man.
Yeah, but one of my classmates is very persuasive.
He looks over. BRB real quick. Yeah, no problem. He looks over at Sybil, who's currently, like, trying to find a moment to, like, look at the device and keep walking around. All right. So, oh, shit.
We're doing our entrance exam.
Yeah. Are you actually doing it this time, man? Remember last time you said you were kind of, like, fucking off and shit.
Yeah, I did, but I don't really have a choice this time.
Really?
Besides, I actually like these people a lot more than I did the kids they stuck me with at the academy.
Less pretentious assholes, less rich kids.
Well, they're still rich kids and still pretentious on some of them, but they're better than the other ones.
Not
and
assholes.
not all of them are that way. There's a mix. So, but we're supposed to be trying to find missing garden gnomes, and we followed a trail here. This is obviously used to be some sort of gnomish place.
Nah, it still is, man.
Are there any gnomes
Gnome
even in the
owned?
building?
You see none. Gnome owned and operated, my guy.
So the gnomes all stay in the VIP section.
Well, when you're family to the people who own, yeah.
Makes sense. Have you heard anything about missing gnomes? Like the gnome's been more agitated or something recently that you've seen?
There was a guy who got kicked out of here. Want to say probably 5 or 6 days ago. He was ranting and raving about how his girlfriend, who was a gnome, got abducted from the lounge, and they kicked him out of there.
Do you know who that guy was?
I don't. But I mean, if you're feeling brazen, you can go ask that guy. And he nods over at the coke fiend that currently just like ushered Durin away.
Okay.
That guy knows everybody in here, but don't take any gifts from him. He's kind of fucking weird, man. Super high strung all the time. Never. He's always on the white powder, you know?
I think that's already too late for Durin.
You look over at him, and it's just all over his nose. Just. Oh no, you rolled really well, right? Nah, he took all of that shit. There's not a single drop left.
He took it like a pro.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to ask anybody about anybody, that guy's going to be the one who knows it, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Been a big help.
Yeah, of course, man. Hey, take care of yourself. Be careful. All right?
Do you know my sister pretends to be human while she's here?
Yeah, sometimes she comes here.
I already ran into her. She's not happy with me.
That's probably fucking hilarious. Anyways, I stay out of her way. She stays out of my way. I'm gonna go back to chatting with Sarah, see if I can't get a discount. You take care, kid.
You do that.
Yep.
Discount.
Oh,
And
where
Barnabas
that
walks
conflicts.
back. I get it. Barnabas does not.
So, Drej, you've been sitting at the table. Oh, Sybil, you're back. You shielded yourself using Drez's distraction to look at the little device, and it goes boop, 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 and pushes forward. And then it seems to be pointing roughly... broadcast others, yeah. This direction? But then you get a battery symbol sign going over it.
Like it's running out of battery?
Maybe.
Okay. I'll go ahead and turn it off while I go in the direction that it pointed me.
Okay. So, you start heading off in that direction. Go ahead.
Towards where was it?
This direction.
Okay. I'll head in that direction, and if as much as I can, I will continue to stick to the dim light.
Alrighty. You begin walking through over to here, and the dim light is closer to this side. I need you to give me a dex save.
Like safe?
Dex save. Dexterity saving throw. 6. As you're walking that way, you hear, not in front of the board, sunk. You turn, and an arrow sinks into your shoulder for 4 piercing damage. Dude, you don't walk in front of the fucking board. A woman comes over to you and grabs the arrow and goes, shit. Rips it out of your arm.
Sorry, I wasn't looking.
Yeah, clearly. God, what are you... Come with me, we'll patch you up real quick. She grabs you and takes you over towards the chair. Sitting down, you look in the direction you're supposed to be heading in. She'll look over and goes, hey, my points are still viable. That was a foul. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. And she'll sit you down and reaches into a pouch she has on the side and pulls out gauze and starts wrapping up your wound. Or before she wraps it, she actually gets a shot of vodka and uses that to pour it over it. So, what are you doing here?
I'm just looking for a friend.
Okay. You know, you should try to be a little careful when you're walking around, not just for those boards, but people might recognize you. That can be dangerous, you know.
Like I said, as soon as I find my friend, I'll be out of here.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much for the bandage as well. I'm sorry, I
She gauzes
just got
you
shot.
up a little bit. It's no problem. Vanessa, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Vanessa.
Nice to meet you as well. I am the aerobics as well as the God, what is that called? The people who do like the running start acrobatic shit.
Talking about
Hardcore?
track?
No, like they go to the Olympics to do it. Like they're actually legit.
Gymnastics?
Gymnastics, yeah. And gymnastics professor at Eldermage. Or, sorry, teacher at Eldermage.
Oh.
Yeah. I assume you're working on your mission?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Be careful. We got an emergency alert out tonight that there was an infiltration at the school. A student died. They're back. They got better, so it should be fine, okay?
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Just take care of yourself and take care of your party, okay?
Yeah, I will do my best. Thank you so much.
Yeah. She'll wrap that up and tie the gauze around you and goes back to her archering.
Do I heal up, or is it just like a...
Yeah, she's proficient in healer's kit, so you're max again.
Okay.
It would give you way more than you're missing.
I'll wait for her to leave, and then I'll take a quick look. I'll turn on the sensor and take a quick look.
Okay.
Just to remember where.
It seems to be pointing, at this point, since you're over here, this direction. But then it blinks twice and turns itself off.
Damn.
I'll turn it off proper. And was it through the wall, or was it like at the wall?
It was in that relative direction. The arrows just show you the direction. It's the path that shows you the path. But the path drains the battery much more quickly. As soon as you get your artificer, you'll learn a lot more about what this thing does.
Right. I'll start heading in that direction then.
Alright.
Gonna keep a few feet behind her as I work my way through the tables.
Yep. You wander. Drez, give me a, we'll call this a performance check. This is your cool kid check to, walk by the tables, roll the balls.
I'm gonna use session advantage for this. (23) nat 20.
You go over to one of the tables and you see you're about to reach towards one of the balls just like casually, and then you realize that somebody is mid shooting, so you move your hand away and give them the look and keep walking past, and everybody kind of just like looks at you and just goes, yeah, he's cool, and goes back to what they're doing. You know how to blend into a crowd and be a part of the scene. So, Sybil, you begin heading down this corridor where you see that you're confronted by two doors that appear to be unlocked right now. Map. Wait, where's my lighting? There it is. Two doors and then a wall. The wall leads to a dead end, but then there's doors on either side of you, and as you're walking down this corridor, you see somebody exit out of the right room, and they seem to be like drying their hands on their pants as he walks out and looks at you and goes, hey, and just keeps walking.
Hey.
You look inside and, oh, this is the men's washroom.
Okay. Well, I'll turn left since it was taking me in that direction.
Okay. This appears to be the women's washroom.
I will kneel and look under. I imagine it has stalls, right?
It does, yes.
I'll look under the stalls to see if there's anyone.
Look down. Roll me an investigation roll. No, you don't see anybody in any of the stalls.
Okay. I will. I'll start taking a look around.
All right.
Just this
Drez,
area where I am.
you get over there and you see Sybil is in the, oh, that's the woman's room.
Just gonna stay out here.
I'll let you decide. Is women in men's room a thing in the wilds?
That's a very good question. I'm gonna say every bathroom just has toilets.
Okay. So you look in there and, oh, there's a bathroom.
Hey, and you look.
Is he inside or is he at the door?
I'm at the door. Because
Nah.
we might share, it doesn't mean to give some privacy.
Yeah.
Well, the sensor died, but it took me in this direction.
Can I make like a quick look around?
Yeah,
What
sure.
are you doing?
Investigation. You just casually walk in there and start looking.
What are you doing, Dresley?
What? No one's using it.
This is the women's bathroom.
Wait, you guys differentiate about here? Jeez, I
Yes.
can't read today.
Yes.
16.
So, you start looking around inside of the establishment, and you see the stalls, which this place is so haphazardly put together. They don't even have stall-like doors. They have curtains that you pull open and look inside. As you get over towards those curtains and pull them open, looking inside, the one thing that you notice is inside of this one over here, boop, if you move yourself over there and look, the seat appears to be lifted up, and when you look inside of the bowl, there's no bottom. It just goes down. However, you can see the various stains inside the bowl and on the toilet and on the back wall and on the floor. And for anybody who's ever had to clean up public restrooms,
So is it actually a hole, or does it look like it's a passage?
oh, it looks like it's a hole that goes straight down, but it's a small hole.
I'm going to cast prestidigitation around this toilet.
So, you begin to feel everything near you is disgusting and vile, and when you start focusing on them, you see it begins cleaning itself. And Drez, you see she does that.
Someone got some new tricks coming back from the dead.
What makes you think they're new?
Because your eyes are reptilian now, and they weren't before.
Are they openly reptilian, Joey?
Whenever you use any of your warlock abilities, they momentarily become reptilian, yes. He would notice, you wouldn't.
Right. You've never seen me cast magic before.
Yes. But but your eyes changed multiple times at this point.
They do that when I cast spells.
Honey, I'm from the wilds. I know magic bullshit when I see it.
And yet you can't tell bathrooms apart. Go on, check the hole.
So,
Just
let's
'cause they're
pan
not-
out to the other two while the two of you are arguing in the women's room. Barnabas, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go find Durin.
Yep, you see Durin hanging out over here, and Durin, what are you doing since you're high as shit on coke right now? And it's a good high, so don't worry.
Well, I see everyone else heading towards the bathroom, so I decided to head to the bathroom myself because I need to wash my hands.
Barnabas approaches to you as you're kind of like just rubbing your hands together.
Durin!
Yeah, what, huh? Oh, hey.
I ran into one of my farm hands.
Yeah, huh?
And he said, like about a week ago, some guy came in complaining that his gnome girlfriend got abducted from this club and they threw him out.
Oh, that sucks.
He said if anybody would know who he was, it was the guy that gave you the nose candy.
I know that guy.
I know you know that
Let's get
guy.
back to him.
That's why I'm talking to you, Durin.
All right.
I
Durin.
follow Durin back to him.
The two of you wander over to him. You know what? Just roll me a d20. Let's see what mood he's in, because as a cokehead, that switches like that.
Go ahead, Durin. He's your contact.
14. All right, he's even. He's not odd. You're good. Oh. You go over to him and... Hey, how old are you?
Oh, I thought you were talking to him. I'm still 18.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, how old are you? He points at you, Barnabas.
18 like him?
Nice. Wait, I thought you said 80.
Did I?
I'll fucking know.
Nah, do I?
What? You tell him how good the shit is? Hey, you want to buy some?
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm good for now. Thank you for the offer. Durin is very...
Shit, bro,
Hi,
you gotta
Emmett.
speak faster. Come on, I'm falling asleep here. And you see, he's like actively sweating through his shirt.
A week ago, some guy got thrown out for claiming that his girlfriend was abducted from this club. Do you know who that guy is?
Yeah. Not personally, but he's bought from me like twice before. Dude's fucking weird, not gonna lie. We call him Ferret.
You call him Ferret.
Yeah.
You
Ferret
know
Bueller.
where Ferret is. Ferret Bueller.
Yeah.
Do you know
I
where
heard of that guy.
You know Ferret?
He's not doing great.
Nah, usually isn't. Anyways, yeah, he lives on top of the bakery behind Blockbuster.
Bakery behind Blocklister. Got it.
Yeah. Hey,
Thanks.
if you guys go, are you guys going to him?
Probably.
Cool. Do me a solid. Break his fucking knees for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Does he owe you money or something?
5 gold.
5 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I remember people who do me solids.
Maybe we'll break his knees, or maybe I'll start a foundation to save Ferret and have a fundraising campaign to pay you back your money.
Good guy. You're a good fucking guy. You want one?
He's a great guy.
He puts a line on the table. You want one? Barnabas?
It's fun.
I'm trying to decide how peer pressure Barnabas is.
He's licking his lips
You were
and
told
teeth.
specifically don't accept anything from him.
I was. You're right. I
But
was
that's
told
titillating,
by-
right? I mean, it's up to you. It's your call.
But now you're being told to accept things from him.
You're also.
I
you're told your
want
sister
Durin to
comes
think
here.
I'm cool.
Fair.
I'm gonna do it because I want Durin to think I'm cool.
He's clearly
help with
the
that.
most cool person in the party.
All right, I'm gonna try and take the line.
All right, con save.
Oh God. That's 14.
Oh,
Not
that's
bad.
pretty good. You take the majority of it and you slam your head back and whew, wow. You never knew you could feel your teeth before.
Teeth
Yeah.
are there. Durin, let's get shit done.
Right?
Go get the other 2. Come on, we got shit to do.
Got it.
Yeah.
How is my character not the drug fiend?
Well, because Durin was made.
You have to get up pretty early in the morning to get drug feed past. me.
Barnabas won't be doing drugs for a majority of it. Barnabas has had a bad day.
Oh, don't worry. The crash is coming.
Oh, I know.
So, Drez, you start looking down inside of the toilet, and yeah, you're a little too big to fit down there.
Can I tell if it goes anywhere?
Sure. Roll me a perception check as you kind of like put your head up to the toilet. Don't worry, it was cleaned by Sybil, so it's fine.
15.
15. It seems to go down about 10 feet or so, and then it opens up into like a walkable area past a hole. So like there's the toilet hole where everything should go down, and then there's like a walking standing area that's about 6 feet tall that you could fit on. It's just getting through the toilet over there that would be the problem. But now that you look at it, that means there's tunnels underneath this place.
Oh, there's there are tunnels down here. Might be moving product or people.
Well, whatever it is, we'll need to find a way down there.
The waiter walks into the women's bathroom, looks at the two of you strangely.
As soon as she
I take my
comes in,
my
Hey.
double over rum.
Yep. Hands you your
as soon
rum.
as
Thank you.
soon as
Rob.
she comes in, I'm like, "What are you doing here? Get out!"
Tea,
To
waiter,
waitress.
not waitress, waiter.
No. To Tress.
Oh.
She's saying that to Tress.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing? Get out! This is the girls' bathroom.
Sir, you're not following this woman in here, are you?
She's not using it. What are you talking about?
Sir,
Thought I-
please leave this vicinity immediately.
Sybil gives the server an uncomfortable look. Like, why is there a man here?
Sir.
All right. I take my double shot.
And the waiter's gonna like walk with you over towards the door. And before you get there, you see Barnabas and Durin. A waiter is gripping Drez by his bicep and kind of like pushing him towards the door. Insight checks disadvantage.
I don't get what the big deal is. It's a bathroom's a bathroom.
4 and 9. That dude's trying to fuck up Drez.
Oh no.
Durin! Save Drez!
Get
I'm
him!
gonna charge at him.
And when we come back next week, we're gonna have a bar fight with 2 cokeheads and the staff of this establishment.
Wow, Sybil, I was gonna go a completely different direction in the conversation, but you just
That's what you fucking get for questioning.
Sybil the bully. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for playing. We'll be back next week.